The give to the left side. Running into the open space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Quick completion to the right, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Direct snap. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Owens. That's reeled in, it's Wingo. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Quarterback may change this route. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. That defense getting back there, he'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Owens. He's got it on the move. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Touchdown would give them the lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes a man miss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 10 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nelson. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Lawson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on second down for this offense. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Shakes off the defender. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dumps it to the back. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got his man in the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nelson. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Unloads to the right. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wants to pass it. trying to make magic on the scramble. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Brings up second down.
One more snap coming before halftime. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Scanning the field, it's Owens. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn! They take the lead with the 6. Getting set for the point after. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Slithers into space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll go to the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 32 to Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give is to Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Rush is on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Owens. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the ground and try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. starting from their own 28. On the move. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Might be looking to run. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Moore. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll run it from the gun. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss to the left. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Texas
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Brings up third down.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The snap sets up the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looks as if he's going to run it. Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And they'll take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here.